there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today's video is going to be going over some of the web builder services that I'm offering. And not just that, but I'm going to be going over some things that you want to consider when you are looking for someone to create your website or when you are creating your website yourself. I made a few videos about this in the past, but I'm just going to provide some new updated information. So if you are interested, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not done so already, and let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I want to say is be sure to visit my website, which is badchickhair.com. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that I offer a web builder service. It's me and my team, and we can put together a website for your needs. Now, I do want to say that I am offering a discount on the web builder service. So definitely click on the link below and look at the discount there. But there is another mobile website that my team and I are offering to anyone who's interested. And it kind of favors an Instagram theme. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you may have seen a preview of that theme. But I want to come to you all and talk to you about the significance of having not only a website that looks okay and not only a website that, is your favorite color, but actually a website that is going to move your business forward. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. A lot of times when I talk to different clients, you get clients that call in or you get clients that write in and they're like, I just want the cheapest thing you can offer. And although I definitely understand where people are coming from, I'm a consumer as well. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the best value. I just don't want you all to forget about the value behind what you're actually paying for. You can create a website yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have someone create the website for you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just want to reiterate the fact that whenever you're looking at going into business, you want to make sure that you are investing in yourself and your vision and in your brand. And so a website is no different. A website is the first thing that your customers are going to see when they are looking to get more information on your brand. If they're looking for more information, if they're looking for pricing, if they're looking just to kind of see how your company looks, policies, anything like that, they're going to go to your website. And so you want to make sure that your website has a few different things on it to make sure that you not only keep their attention, but you attract the right people. You keep them on your website, like I kind of mentioned, and you actually can deliver the information that you're wanting to deliver, or, get the sale that you're wanting to get, and things like that. And so I saw a comment under one of my videos and someone said, hey, you can just go to Fiverr and get a website created for like $30. And that's true. You can go to Fiverr and get a website created. You can go, put an ad up on Craigslist and get a website created. And that there's nothing wrong with that. Ultimately, being an entrepreneur for your business, you're going to have to decide what works best for you. However, you also want to take into consideration that you're not just getting someone that knows how to drag and drop, pretty much just, making the website look how you want it to look, but you're also wanting to make sure that you're getting someone that understands your marketing ideas, that understands who you're trying to target. So I'm going to go over a few different tips for you. Whether you are hiring someone to create your website, whether you are reaching out to website builder services through my team, whether you are, going someplace else, creating creating it yourself, whatever you're doing, I'm going to go over some tips that you want to make sure are definitely implemented when you are creating your website. I know a lot of people think that, especially when you start your business, like I've mentioned, you may think, hey, I'm doing this wrong, and you may not be doing anything wrong. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to upgrade your business. There's nothing wrong with wanting to remodel. And so the whole point behind your business, your online business, is to really have your dreams come to life, have your vision come to reality. And so just contacting someone that can create a website and just searching around to see, okay, this is a web designer, this is the cheapest, I'm going to go with them. You can do that. Like I've said in all my videos, you can do whatever you decide to do, but keep in mind that this is your vision. This is what you want for yourself, and you have your own reasons and goals as to why you're starting your business or as to why you're in business. So you don't really want to cut too many corners. Definitely shop around, but don't look at just the price. Like I say in every video, don't just look for a web designer, but look for someone that can actually capture who your audience is and someone that can relate to you. Because some people, if you have a conversation, they don't understand where your vision is trying to go. It's just like if you go to get your hair done, you may be able to go to one salon and you explain to them how you want your hair, and even though you're explaining it, they may not really see the vision. So you leave and it's not a bad job, looks okay, but it's not really what you envisioned. The same, kind of with a website scenario. You can go to a place and they can create a website, but it may not be your actual vision coming out. And so that's really what I want to focus on. There's different audiences for different companies. There's different type of clients that people are wanting to attract. And although we want everyone to shop at our store, there's still a target audience that you're wanting to capture, And so you want to just make sure that you can bring your vision to life. So number one, I would recommend that your website be interactive. You don't want a website where people go onto it and they want to leave immediately. Now, when people are browsing online anyways, a lot of times people don't spend a lot of time on your website. I don't care how well it looks, but the longer you can get someone to stay on your website, the better it is, because the longer you can get them on your website, the longer they're actually reading about your product or looking into your business. And the higher chance you have of actually getting a sale, you have a higher chance of them actually signing up for your email mailing list. You have a higher chance of them, doing something on your website. So you want to make sure that you can keep their attention as long as you possibly can. And in order to do that, you want to make sure that your website's interactive. Your website, like I mentioned before, it can look okay. It can look nice. It can look beautiful. But if there's really nothing there that's going to interact with the client or the customer, a lot of times it's going to have them moving on to the next website. And you may be wondering, hey, are they leaving because it's the price? Are they leaving because it's my product? And it may be none of that. It may just be because they weren't engaged in your website long enough to actually stay and add products to their cart. So the second thing that I want to go over is make sure that you are attracting your target audience, like we kind of touched on in the first tip. You want to make sure that whoever you're targeting, you reach. And like I said before, when a lot of times when I ask people, who is your target audience, a lot of people say, I want to target everyone, which there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, that's the goal, to get as many customers and as many sales as you possibly can, and provide as much value as you can to everyone's life, that you come in contact with. So yes, everyone is our goal. So even on YouTube, if you go behind the YouTube analytics of your channel, they're going to show the age of people that are watching you. They're going to show the sex, whether they're men or women. They're going to show who your target audience is currently. You know what I mean? Who is watching you. And so that gives you a better idea behind your marketing strategies. If the majority of the people that are watching you are, or coming to your website or maybe 20, and that's going to help you market in a different way versus just going out there and saying, I don't know really what my target audience is. I'm just marketing to everyone, because everyone, that's such a big group. You know what I mean? And although, like I said, the goal is to get as many people as possible to support your brand. Like I said, if you get down to the analytics behind who actually is coming to your website, who actually is purchasing your products, you'll be able to start to see, okay, this is my target audience. The majority of people that purchase my products are between this age. The majority of people that purchase my products are in this area. They live in this state. They live in this region. You'll be able to start to kind of see a pattern. So you want to be able to discuss those type of things with whoever your marketing developer is. Now, catch what I said. I said marketing developer, not just website designer. And I think a lot of people confuse the two. Like I said before, you can have someone that can create a website that may not really know too much about marketing. You can have someone that can create a website that may not really know how to really capture your audience or really what your vision is for your website. They may just say, hey, I'll just make you a website. But like I said, make sure that your website is interactive and make sure that you have some type of plan to capture your audience. There's always different marketing tactics and techniques that we can all work on. For me, right now I'm going to start delving more into Instagram because I want to learn more about the marketing behind Instagram and, how to grow my platforms on Instagram. But as far as websites, that's the store. That's where people are going to go to be able to, like I said, learn more about your brand, purchase your products and things like that. So you want to make sure that your website is definitely as interactive and professional and capturing as it possibly can be. The third tip that I have is, like I mentioned a little bit in the beginning, you want to make sure that you invest in your business and you want to make sure that you're not just looking at the cheapest solution. Now, I understand everyone starts at different places, and a lot of videos that I go over, I talk about starting where you can, do what you can with what you have. So there's different options that I offer. The new mobile website design that my team and I are offering it starts at $299. When you can go to the website, which the link will be below in the description bar if you are interested to kind of read more about the services. But you can create the website yourself too. An option where you can click a link. The link is below in the description box as well if you want to go ahead and play around with Shopify, which is the e-commerce site that I use for my personal, business website and the e-commerce platform that I'm most familiar with. You can go there and start your free trial as well. So even if you're someone and you're like, hey, I started off, I created my own website, at this point, I'm ready to revamp it. I want to see what's going to happen when I upgrade my website. You can definitely do that. As entrepreneurs, as business owners, we always have to look at ways to be better, whether that be our website, whether that be, our marketing techniques, whether that be with our communication skills, you're always wanting to learn. That's the whole goal, to want to be better every day. And so your business is no different. So like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not saying, don't do, look to save money. I'm just saying don't look to cut too many corners where you're not really giving your business a fair chance. The next tip that I have is, I'm going to go over increased sales. Having a website upgraded definitely can increase your sales, and I'm a testimony to that. Before, when I was on the GoDaddy platform, which again, I'm not going to bash any other service, company, platform, or anything like that. GoDaddy had its perks. But I decided ultimately Shopify was the better solution for my business. And having an upgraded website really helped me bring in more sales. It was just easier to navigate. It was a lot prettier. It looked a lot more interactive. It was more interactive. I was able to add different apps to really customize my website. And so it really helped. A lot of times people may not purchase because you may not look like a legitimate website. You may just look like a website that you created overnight. And like I said before, just having a website that looks okay, I don't want to say it's not enough, but you can always add more to it. You always want to make sure that you're making it as best, as good as you possibly can. And so when you are looking for people to create your website or to help you with your website, like I mentioned before, don't just look for, this person can create a website and that's that, but really look for who can really, capture your vision, who can really capture what you're trying to portray, and also capture your target audience. Another tip that I have is make sure that your website is easy to navigate. You want to make sure that your customers can go onto your platform and find what they're looking for, and find even more than what they came looking for, and you want it to be easily navigated. Sometimes when you go on websites, it's like a maze. You have to click here to get into the website, and then go over here to look at the sales. And then when you click that button to look at the sales, you have to type something else in. It's a lot. Sometimes you have to actually do a lot more. And sometimes when you go to a certain link and it says about us, you go there and there's nothing written about us, and you're like, okay, so where is this at, and how do I contact the company, and where do I go if I have a question? It leaves you with a lot of questions. And like I said before, people really don't spend that much time on websites. A lot of people are impatient, just as I can understand, because like I said, I'm a consumer as well. So I don't really like to spend all day on the computer. I don't like to spend all day on my phone on a website. I like to kind of browse around, and so do a lot of other people. So you want to make sure that your website is easy to navigate, and not just easy, but like I mentioned in the beginning, interactive and kind of fun to be on your website. It looks nice. It's some place that people actually want to be. And then the next tip, and I think it's the last tip, is stick out. I couldn't really read my handwriting right there, but you want to make sure that your website sticks out. You don't want it to be the same as every other website. Like I mentioned before, there's certain themes that different companies use. There's certain themes that even my team and I use. And so, if you want a completely custom theme that no one's ever had, then yes, it's going to be a higher investment. But I am saying make sure that your website sticks out. Even if you're using the same theme as someone else, you can still have different literature on your website. You can still have different pictures. You can still add different apps if you are using Shopify to kind of customize the website to make it your own, so that it doesn't look exactly like someone else's. Like I mentioned, if you're using the same theme, then a lot of times, it may favor someone else's website, but it doesn't have to look exactly like theirs. You still want something that's going to kind of stick out to your customers and grab their attention and hold their attention, so that they can actually stay on your website and learn more and actually make the purchase. So, there are custom designs that you can purchase as well. But like I mentioned, if you want a completely custom design that no one has ever had, then of course it's going to be a bigger investment. But you don't even have to go that route initially. Just the whole goal of, every business owner, I would think, is to become more and more successful, more and more known, and just to make their brand all around, better. I just wanted to put out a service that I'm offering, and I wanted to explain to you all a little bit about the difference between just someone that can can design a website, and someone that has marketing tactics and marketing skills in their mind to actually capture your target audience. So if you are interested in talking a little bit more about my website builder services, if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Email is the best point of contact if you do have more specific questions, just because it gives me a chance to really communicate with you without being in the comments. If you have more like shorter questions, comments are fine. But if it's a specific question regarding your business or your brand or anything like that, then definitely reach out. I'll go ahead and put the email across the screen as well as in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.